A Wichita Falls police officer is being hailed a hero after saving the life of a teenager who overdosed on fentanyl, a drug that's already claimed the lives of so many in our community. Markeisha Jackson sat down with that officer today to reflect on his life-saving actions. She's joining us now. Markeisha, that 16-year-old's alive today because of Officer Blake Mawson.
Yeah, Lauren, he is. Officer Mawson tells me he knows how precious time is during a situation like this, and he was just glad he was in the right place at the right time to save a life.
What started off as a typical night of patrol for WFPD officer Blake Mawson quickly took an unexpected turn.
Nothing's really normal, but I know whenever I was pulling up, I was close. I was in the area when I got called, so I knew I'd probably be the first one there.
Officer Mawson usually works as a night patrol officer, protecting citizens and carrying out all of his usual police duties like he has for the past 4 years. But on Sunday, he would go the extra mile in saving a life.
I pull up, dispatch did a great job telling them to leave their flashers on. I was able to see the car pretty quick. I pulled down the street, saw the flashers, and pulled up behind them. I knew, given the call notes, that it was fentanyl related, that we had Narcan with us.
When Officer Mawson arrived to the 2200 block of Yale, he saw what we've been seeing far too often: a 16-year-old overdosing on the deadly drug fentanyl. A sight he says was hard to see, but one he was prepared for.
Ran up to the back seat, saw him, and he's just, it's almost like someone's sleeping, you know, but there's no breath coming out, and so the first thing I do is open my Narcan up and issue it to him, and then a few seconds later he gives some breaths out, and at that point I knew that, okay, we got a chance here.
It was that swift action that made all the difference in saving the victim from becoming yet another statistic.
I didn't know when he took this stuff. All I know is I roll up and I see him there, and this is the only shot he has pretty much. So yeah, it was good knowing that it was within that time frame and we were able to get that to him.
Officer Mawson says while he's proud of himself, dispatch, and AMR all being in the right place at the right time, he wants everyone to understand how deadly this drug can be, especially if help is out of reach.
But it is dangerous. It is fatal. And like I said, within a matter of minutes, you're standing up, doing one thing, a minute later you're done.
For now, though, Officer Mawson says being called a hero is fine, but he says he's just doing his job, and he always will.
I'm going to work tonight, and who knows what the night's going to bring. It's just going to be another night where you know what we need to do when we get these calls, and we'll handle them how we need to handle them.
A true example of protecting, serving, and saving.
Now, Officer Mawson will be getting a life-saving bar for his heroic action.
As he should. Wow. How good was it that he was there? And we, of course, just want to thank him and all of the other officers who keep us safe, for sure. Markeisha, thank you so much for that story.